But I do want to say a bit about it. So it was about the serotonin issue that the studies came up to show that, we don't innately have a serotonin deficiency that SSRIs are going to fix. And, I would agree with that. However, I would question that, the fact that we are consuming glyphosate on a daily basis, that does disrupt the gut biome, which would then lead to a serotonin deficiency. So there's science there that's not being looked at, which is the cause of it, not just the fixing of it. So I did want to mention that. I don't know if you want to address that, but what I really want to have addressed is when we see studies that come up that are counter to what the narrative has been, we all know that Snopes has been bought, right? Is there an independent collaboration of journals or scientists that can come together and say, look, this that was put out is inaccurate, and here's the science that you need to look at? Is there any type of independent Snopes, right, that's can negate the information that's being put out?
You know what I love about the moms and what they've taught us is to think about everything, right? Like, I'm a guy, so I silo-ize, right? For years it's silo-ize. And it's like, no, Dr. Jack, you have to think about everything. And what you're really talking about is an integrative understanding of the root cause of disease, and that's a priority. So you brought up serotonin, which is really important because there's been messaging that serotonin is not related, and that there's also this other strange messaging. We heard it today, and I'm not criticizing anyone, but that Justin, you mentioned that there was fraud on amyloid. But one of the great ways to keep aluminum in the diet is to conduct fraud on amyloid and then catch the fraud on amyloid and destroy the narrative on amyloid as being involved in some way when it's part aluminum. And if you take, for instance, kids that have Down syndrome and they're self-injurious or aggressive, you give them intranasal insulin, it breaks up the amyloid, and then you pull the aluminum out, they don't have self-injury anymore.